My girlfriend secretly had her friend flirt with me to test my loyalty. Then, I never thought I'd be the kind of guy to post on Reddit, but here I am, because this story is too messed up not to share. I'm 25, from Austin, Texas. My ex-girlfriend, Sarah, was 23. We'd been together for almost 2 years. Met at a mutual friend's barbecue, hit it off over some brisket and beers, and things just clicked. Or so I thought. Sarah was beautiful, smart, and sarcastic in a way I found cute. We shared a lot. Music, movies, love for hiking, and road trips. I wasn't perfect, but I never gave her a reason not to trust me. I never cheated, lied, or even gave her a reason to doubt me. But I guess that wasn't enough. A few weeks ago, I noticed something off. Sarah started acting weird, checking my phone more than usual, asking strange questions like, "Would you ever date one of my friends if we broke up? Or do you think Emily's pretty?" Emily is her friend. More on her in a bit. I brushed it off at first, thinking maybe she was just insecure, but it felt like she was fishing for something. Then came the real kicker. Last Saturday, I was chilling at home, watching some Netflix and finishing up a work report. I got a DM on Instagram from someone I didn't follow. Turns out it was Emily, Sarah's friend. She and I had only met a few times at parties, nothing more than small talk. She slid in with a "Hey, what's up?" and I replied politely. I figured maybe she wanted help planning something for Sarah's birthday. But nope. Over the next hour, Emily started flirting hard, complimenting my looks, saying she always thought I was different from other guys, asking if Sarah really made me happy. Then she asked if I'd ever considered being with someone more adventurous. At this point, alarm bells were ringing in my head. I knew this wasn't some random flirt. It felt staged. So I played along. Not in a creepy way, but just enough to keep her talking. After a bit, she sent this message. "You know, Sarah doesn't have to know anything. We could keep it our secret." I didn't reply. Instead, I screenshotted everything and sat back. My gut told me this wasn't Emily acting on her own. The next day, I confronted Emily. I messaged her straight up. "Be honest, did Sarah put you up to this?" She didn't reply for 2 hours. Then she cracked. Turns out Sarah had asked her to test my loyalty because she had a dream I cheated on her and couldn't shake the feeling. Emily was hesitant, but Sarah insisted it was just for fun and that she needed to know if I was the one. I was stunned. 2 years of loyalty, and she decided to test me like I was some kind of untrained dog. I could have blown up right there. But I had a better idea. If she wanted to play games, I'd show her how it felt when someone flips the board. So I told Emily to keep quiet, that I'd think about it. Then I started planning. I didn't want to just break up. I wanted Sarah to feel what it's like to be manipulated, embarrassed, and disrespected. The same way she tried to make me feel. And oh, I had just the way to do it. After learning the truth from Emily, I didn't react the way Sarah probably expected. I didn't get mad. I didn't confront her. I didn't ghost her. Instead, I smiled. Because now I had something better than anger, leverage. Sarah thought she was clever, playing detective behind my back. She didn't realize she was handing me the script to her own downfall, and I was about to direct the whole show. First, I reached out to Emily. I told her I wasn't mad at her. She was just a pawn in Sarah's game. She felt guilty and offered to help however she could. That was perfect. I told her, just play along. Keep texting me. Flirt a little. Let Sarah think I'm falling for it. Emily agreed. So we staged a slow, flirty conversation over the next few days. All light, nothing incriminating, but just enough that, if Sarah peeked at my phone again, she'd think she had me. And sure enough, she did. 3 days later, Sarah started acting cold, giving short replies, ignoring my calls, and posting those vague Instagram stories like, "Some people really disappoint you, and glad I know now instead of later." It was so dramatic it almost made me laugh. She thought I'd taken the bait, and she was getting ready to blow up on me. But I had a different ending in mind. At the same time, I started planning a little event, Sarah's birthday party. It was supposed to be a small get-together with close friends at a local brewery. Sarah loved being the center of attention, so I knew she'd want everyone there. I told her I'd organize everything, decorations, invites, even the cake. She was thrilled and probably thought I was trying to win her back from the flirting scandal. Little did she know, I was preparing a very special gift. I invited all her close friends, including Emily, who was now fully in on the plan. I even invited her sister and her college roommate. The whole crew. Then, the day before the party, I printed out the entire conversation Emily and I had, from her first DM to the point where she admitted Sarah put her up to it. I also included screenshots of me asking Emily to help with the revenge and her agreeing to it. I made clean, well-organized printouts with dates and timestamps. I slid them into folders labeled, "In case you wondered who played who." I made 10 copies. Then came the party. Everyone showed up. The brewery was buzzing, music playing, people laughing. Sarah was glowing in this white summer dress, hugging everyone like she was royalty. She kept shooting me little smug glances, like she knew something I didn't. Oh, but she didn't know everything. We waited till everyone had drinks in hand, and Sarah was about to cut the cake. That's when I stood up and said, "Hey, before we dig in, I just want to say a few words." Everyone quieted down. Sarah turned to me, smiling, probably thinking I was about to give some romantic birthday speech. I cleared my throat. 2 years. That's how long we've been together. 2 years of loyalty, trust, and love. Or at least, I thought it was love. Sarah's smile froze. I continued, but recently, I found out Sarah didn't trust me. Not enough, anyway. So she decided to test me by sending her friend Emily to flirt with me and see if I'd cheat. A few people gasped. Sarah's face turned red instantly. I pulled out the folders and started handing them out. Luckily, Emily grew a conscience. "Everything's in here, screenshots, messages, all of it. You'll see how your friend Sarah likes to play games." Sarah stood there, frozen. "Are you serious right now?" "Dead serious," I said. "If you thought it was okay to test me like I'm some lab rat, then I figured you wouldn't mind being exposed like one." Then I turned to the group. "This isn't about drama. It's about respect. And since she had none for me, I'll return the favor." I turned back to Sarah. "We're done. Happy birthday." And with that, I walked out. When I walked out of that brewery, I didn't look back. Outside, it was quiet except for the dull thump of the music still playing inside. I sat in my truck for a moment, letting the adrenaline drain out of me. My hands were still shaking, not because I was scared, but because I knew I'd just detonated a bomb on Sarah's little reality. And I wasn't sorry. About 10 minutes later, my phone blew up. First it was Emily. "Emily, dude. She's losing it. Like full meltdown." "Me? Good." She told me Sarah tried to defend herself at first, saying it was just a joke and not a big deal. But no one was buying it. Her friends were shocked, especially after seeing the evidence in those folders. Even her own sister apparently said, "You went too far, Sarah. That was cruel." Most of them left right after I did. Cake untouched. Over the next few days, the fallout spread like wildfire. Sarah tried to spin the story, of course. On Instagram, she posted a long note about how people twist things to make themselves look innocent and how testing loyalty is not betrayal. But again, nobody was buying it. She lost friends. People unfollowed her, distanced themselves. The worst part? Emily turned out to be way more respected in the group than Sarah had assumed. When she confirmed the whole story and admitted she tried to back out but was pressured, it sealed the deal. Then Sarah texted me. "Sarah, you humiliated me." "Me? You betrayed me." She didn't reply. A week later, she showed up at my gym. Just walked in while I was mid-set. Said she just wanted to talk. I gave her a minute. She tried to justify it again. Said she had been cheated on in the past, that she had trust issues, and thought maybe I was too good to be true. She even started crying. I said nothing for a bit, then told her the truth. I get having trust issues. But when someone's been loyal to you for 2 years, and your first instinct is to test them behind their back, that's not insecurity. That's manipulation. And the worst part? If I had failed that test, you'd have dumped me in a heartbeat. So you should understand why I dumped you. She didn't say anything, just wiped her eyes and walked out. Since then, I've been doing better than ever. I've been focusing on work, hitting the gym harder, and reconnecting with people I drifted from during the relationship. I even started dating again. Nothing serious yet, but it's nice to just talk to women who don't view love like a science experiment. Emily and I stayed in touch for a bit, but just as friends. We both agreed it'd be weird to start anything after all that. She's got her own life, and honestly, I respect her more now for telling me the truth when she didn't have to. As for Sarah, last I heard, she moved back in with her mom for a bit to get her head straight. No clue if she ever did. Let this be a lesson. If someone feels the need to test your loyalty, they don't deserve your loyalty. Sometimes the best revenge is just showing people who they really are and letting them watch as everything falls apart. I appreciate you watching till the end. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more content.